Hey, what's up everybody? Before I get into my Indiana Trail 100 story, definitely wanted to mention, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Love to have you on board. My channel is all about ultra running, trail running, running in general. Hit the like thumbs up as well, because every like thumbs up helps my channel quite a bit, and I appreciate it. All right, let's get into my Indiana Trail 100 story. Thanks again for everybody who's been following me with this process and this adventure. Of course, the IT 100 I was just going to be pacing, and it didn't really happen, but I'll explain that in a minute. So the Indiana Trail 100 is up in the northeast corner of Indiana, the great state of Indiana, and it's held at a state park called Chain of Lakes State Park. Very, very pretty park. And I went up yesterday mid-afternoon to have a great chance at pacing Ryan Clayton. So was very excited to do that. I of course am subscribed to his channel and just enjoy his content. So it was going to be a great time to hang out. We had actually spent a little bit of time together at the Cruel Jewel 100. I didn't last too long there. So this was going to be a great chance to kind of hang out and run together for a few hours. But unfortunately it didn't happen. So what happened was, and I wanted him to be able to share the full extent of the details, but it looks like he has put most of those on Strava. So basically, on my way up to the race, I got a text from one of his friends that was at the race named Matt, who told me that Ryan had unfortunately fallen around mile 14 during his first loop there. And so there was some uncertainty as to how he was doing and whether he had hurt his knee and whether that was going to prevent him from finishing the race. So I knew as I continued driving up there, about halfway up, I found this out. I knew that there was a chance I wouldn't be pacing him from mile 50 to mile 75. But that was fine. I honestly just wanted to enjoy I was enjoying the day. It was a nice quiet drive up there, beautiful countryside. If you haven't driven up the west side of Ohio up to the northeast corner of Indiana, it really was pretty and really was fun. So got all the way up there, and what a pretty park Chain of Lakes State Park is. When I got there, I quickly got everything together because I didn't know exactly when or if Ryan would be coming in and would need me to pace him. So I immediately changed, got everything ready to go for my marathon run. And then I met up with Matt, who met me at the start-finish area there, at the beach area there. And at that point, it became more and more apparent that this was going to be definitely probably an iffy proposition as to whether Ryan was going to be able to continue, just because the last time Matt saw him, he was struggling quite a bit, and yeah, that was really disappointing because for him, I mean, I felt really bad for him because I know how hard he's trained for this race. So I was sad to hear that, but I also wanted to kind of see him and hopefully help out and make sure he's doing okay. So I hung out there with Matt, and actually Ryan's mom and his aunt were there. So we hung out a bit, and I got to know them a little bit, so that was kind of fun. And then Ryan did eventually come into the end of his second loop, which was 50 miles. And when he arrived, we very immediately found out that he was going to drop. And unfortunately, he was in a lot of pain, and honestly, I think he made a very good decision. And I told him this, you don't want to. It's disappointing, and it's extremely frustrating, and all the more so for him because he put so much time into this race. But you never want to overdo it, because you could take it from a light injury situation to a serious injury if you overdo it and decide to run on something that's already hurt. So I think he made a really wise choice to call it there instead of trying to limp his way through the rest of the 100-miler. So we had a good time. We hung out for a little while. Ryan was in surprisingly good spirits. I'm sure he was trying to be really nice, and I appreciate that. But I'm sure he's still extremely disappointed, because I think anybody would be after you put that much time into getting ready for a race, and something freak happens like that where a fall just suddenly changes all your plans. So Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you to Ryan for giving me the opportunity to come up, and I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to find the next opportunity to do that. It's kind of cool that we live fairly close. And Matt, of course, had a great time, and of course Ryan's mom and his aunt had fun getting to know them a bit. So anyway, that's my Indiana Trail 100 story. You know, not too eventful, but you know, I still had a great time, and I can't wait for the next opportunity. So anyway, thanks for joining me on my channel. Hope your weekend's going well. I hope your training's going well. At this point, it's the end of my 2021 season pretty much. So it's pretty exciting. I'm starting to think about races for next year. Even this morning, I was chatting with somebody about potentially a race next year. So as things come together, I can't wait to share those with you. And I will keep you advised, of course, and keep you updated on that. So, all right, everybody. I think that's all I have for you today. Enjoy your Sunday. We'll catch you in the next one.